Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Mindy's Best. You guys, I have a special visitor here with us today. What is your name, son?
Krew Bingham.
Krew Bingham. Okay, how old are you, Krew?
10.
You're not 10, are you 10?
I am 9.5, something like that.
You guys, when I cooked with my other son, Brexton, he also said the wrong age. So you're just so responsible, we just treat you older. This is Krew, my middle son. He is a motocross loving fiend and he likes all things sweet. So when I asked him what he wanted to do with me, what did you say?
Better than anything cake.
He wants to make better than anything cake. You guys, this is a recipe that we have on our blog. This is howibingham.com. And it is a requested cake in our house all the time. Everybody loves it. Anyone who tries it's like, how have I not had this? It's very simple, and we're gonna show you exactly how to make it, right?
Woo!
All right, so the reason that this recipe is so easy is because it's just like making a normal cake, but you add a few little things on top after. So you're just gonna start with a devil's food or German chocolate cake. I typically use German chocolate, but this time we're gonna use devil's food. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we're gonna make that, and then we are going to be putting a really yummy sauce on top. It's caramel sauce and sweetened condensed milk.
Is that the yummy part in the middle?
That is, yes. It makes it so gooey and just yummy. Every bite is so good. Then you're gonna top it with Cool Whip and add some Heath chips. You can buy Heath candy bars and crush them up yourselves, or if you want to go to your local grocery store, you can find these Heath chips. They're just broken up for you, so you can just sprinkle them over. Okay, to start, Krew, will you turn on the oven?
Yep.
So you're gonna turn your oven to 350 degrees and we'll start making our cake.
Woo!
Okay, so we're just gonna make the cake as the back of the box tells us to. Very simple. At this point, you're just moving forward making a normal cake. So Krew, I'll let you do that. Whenever you're making a cake, it's important that you prep your pan the best way. You can get out butter or however you want to grease it and then pour on, I got some flour. I like to use the spray cooking oil. It works best for me. So one thing I always do is I always do this over the sink. Just because there's overspray, so I'm just gonna give it a nice good coating around all the edges. And then I'm gonna pour flour in it to dust it. And that always seems to coat it really well. And you're again gonna want to do this over the sink. All right, so then you're gonna move the flour all around the pan. And I like to do it over the sink because it does make sometimes a little bit of a mess. You're gonna move it all over. You're gonna feel like you're on a roller coaster ride with your pan. Shut up. Then I gently tap it. You don't wanna break your dish or anything. And after you feel like it's completely coated, you can pour the rest in your sink. Just like that. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll hold it and you scrape it out, okay?
Okay.
Here's the scraper. And we're gonna pour it right into here. Okay, our oven is preheated, our cake is mixed, it's ready to go in. Krew, will you help me open the door? All right, let's put this in for about 25 to 30 minutes and then we'll check on it. Okay, so our cake has been cooking for about 25 to 30 minutes. I'm gonna take a toothpick and I'm going to put it in the middle of the cake to see if it's done. The way that you'll know that it's done is when it comes out, it will either be like dry and clear and there will be nothing on it. If it comes out with like the gooey cake on it, it's not done cooking yet. So let's test it. And it fell just a little bit. Let's take a little look. Oh, look, it's done. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna set it right here. Okay, so we're gonna let the cake cool for about 5 minutes, but while it's cooling, this is where the magic happens, and this is what makes this cake better than anything. So Kirby, do you wanna, here, let's move over here. I don't want you to burn yourself. You go ahead and open that one for me. I'll open this. So this is a jar of caramel sauce, and I tend to go with the bigger jar. This jar is 14 ounces, and just a small can of sweetened condensed milk, and we're gonna mix them together. This kid sneaks treats a lot. So go ahead and pour that in, Kirby.
The whole thing?
The whole thing, and this one, we're gonna mix them together.
Oh, that looks sick how it's split.
All right, now I'm gonna have my Kirby mix this all up, and we're gonna just get it really well combined. And then the magic of that, you are going to take a wooden spoon, use the back side of it, and you're going to poke holes about every 2 inches in your cake. I'll show you how I do mine. So you're just gonna put a hole just like that. And I like to do a lot of holes because I just love this mixture to just soak up in the entire cake. So I don't know why it fell right there. Maybe it tripped. All right, so now that we have made up our magic potion and we have the holes in our cake, it is still really warm, but I really truly think that is part of the trick, is doing it when it's really warm. I've had friends that have done this recipe, and they've done the caramel sauce and then they did the sweetened condensed milk. I am a huge fan of mixing them together before pouring it in. So we are just gonna pour right directly into these holes, and then it's gonna go in there and it's gonna melt and be so yummy. You guys, this is really one of our family's favorite recipes.
I had it for my birthday like 3 times in a row.
And I'm pretty sure he's already told me this year this is what he wants for his birthday again. Now, I don't use the entire bowl to go into the holes. You can do that, but because when you cut it, I want a little bit of that mixture down around the sides. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour it over the entire cake and really focus on those edges so that we can even have the outsides all gooey. And then I'm just gonna go over the entire cake. This looks so good. Crew's over there can't like stop smiling. Okay, now that we've poured all of that in, we're gonna let it sit and cool completely. If you wanna speed up that process, you can put it in the refrigerator, and then we're gonna top it with our Cool Whip and put on our yummy Heath chips.
How long do you say we have to wait?
Just a little bit longer.
Is it almost done?
Almost. Crew, I think it's ready. All right, so now that it is finally cooled, that took forever. So we are going to put the frosting on top, which is going to be Cool Whip, and it's really, really easy to put on. And then we're going to sprinkle some of these awesome Heath chips. Ooh. Do you wanna know the best part about this? You get to lick it. Yep, got a little bit right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Cool Whip on. You'll do the chips. Does that sound good? Okay, we're gonna use the entire tub, and I just do like 3 big globs, and then I get to just spread it everywhere. Oh, this is my favorite part.
It's so satisfying.
It is so satisfying, isn't it? Oh, and you can just see that liquid in there from the sweetened condensed milk and the caramel just oozing all over. Ooh. Now that I've got all the Cool Whip on, it's your time to shine, my friend. Let's just sprinkle that over. You can be pretty generous with it. You're doing a good job.
I don't want to do like a big glob of it.
That's okay. You're doing pretty good, and you're doing a pretty even job. So you're doing, whoa, whoa. No, that's perfect. Come up a little higher so you don't hit the cake. Good job. Kirby, it's all done now.
It looks so good.
It does look really good. You guys, this is one of our favorites, better than anything cake. So now I'm gonna store it in the refrigerator until we're ready to eat it. I like mine to be chilled a little bit. You can leave it out on the counter, but I think it does taste a little bit better when it's chilled, and especially if you're not gonna serve it for several hours. So it was super fun hanging out with Krew and spending time with my kiddos. It's always so much fun to be able to spend one-on-one time with them. I think it makes them feel special, makes them feel like rock stars, especially whenever you can come out with something like this in the kitchen. All right, so spending time with him today was extra special, and I try to teach my kids to always do their best. And one thing I always say here on Mindy's Best is,
do your best because your best is enough.
that's right, you guys. That is something I try to live by. Some days you can't give it your all. Some days you just like are crushing it. And so whatever your best is that day, just give it your best, and that is enough. So thanks for hanging out with me and Krew. We had a lot of fun. I think we're gonna go dig into this cake now. Should we? All right, you guys, thanks for hanging with us today. We will see you all next week. See you later.
Bye.